plants. There are more than 71,000 tons of nuclear waste stranded at the nation's 104 reactors. Put all those spent fuel rods together and you get a pile as big as a football field and more than 20 feet tall.
Breaking in, shaping up, then checking out of...
To undergo significant testing. The two-pack 2 is dropped from about 30 feet in multiple configurations. After it's been dropped numerous times, it's put into an engulfing fire of jet fuel for about 30 minutes.
Now, not all nuclear waste is the same. It's put into 3 categories. Low level, that's mostly the stuff from your local hospital or dentist's office. High level waste, this is where the spent fuel from nuclear power plants comes in. And in between there is true waste, which is short for transuranic waste. It's the hats, boots, and tools used during the U.S. government's weapons program. You know, the folks that made the atomic bomb.
Down my clothes, it's a revolution, I suppose. We're painted red to fit right in. Whoa.
Now, to give you an example of how this material is contained, this is the lid of the outer shipping container. There's another lid right there, and inside that are these barrels right here. Think of it as a radioactive Matryoshka doll.
From there, the barrels are taken down to the WIPP salt mines. And it's those salt mines that make WIPP a great place for storing nuclear waste. Salt continually seals its own cracks, making it essentially non-porous. It's those properties that got the attention of the National Academy of Sciences in 1957 when they said salt caverns are the best disposal sites for nuclear waste. We were invited down to the salt mines for a rare look. We're taken down on a freight elevator about a half-mile underground into one of the largest salt deposits on Earth.
The roof, the walls, everything is made of salt, even what we're driving on.
Yes, so it's all sodium chloride, table salt.
There hasn't been water here for more than 250 million years. That predates dinosaurs and, of course, humans. And geologists say it will be the same well after humans are gone from the Earth.
So this is normal salt that you would
Right.
find on a table.
Sodium chloride.
Tastes like salt.
Yep, it tastes like salt.
Once the waste is in place, the salt cavern will slowly close upon itself, crushing the barrels in less than 1,000 years, sealing them off completely.
A new process has become popular. It's called vitrification, and this is where we mix the waste with sugar and put it into a heated rotating tube and then turn it into glass. It's still radioactive, but it's way easier to handle and store than liquid waste, and it also takes up a lot less space because it winds up boiling down all the water volume and it doesn't need to be surrounded with concrete when it's buried. The problem is that the process is crazy expensive, but researchers at the University of Sheffield think they know a way to simplify the vitrification process. They've figured out a way to use slag from blast furnaces. It's basically the waste products from refining metal ore instead of sugar. So we would be using waste to get rid of waste. And apparently it works so well in tests that it gets rid of up to 90% of the volume of the waste, meaning we use much less space to store the stuff, so we're not close to running out of room to keep it in. Still,
Awesome than an awesome possum. Dip my body in chocolate frosting. 3 years later, I shot the frosting. Smelling like a blossom. Everything is awesome. Stepped in mud.